you, Madam President. I'm Kyle Belikopitsky, your very proud Executive Director. On behalf of our President, Helen Hoffman, our fantastic Executive Committee who helped extensively with writing this report, our 220,000+ members, our governance team, and most importantly, our 2.6 million school children, it is my pleasure to present our State of our Association. New York State, PTA, has proudly supported kids, raised awareness, and made every child's potential a reality each and every day. The 2022-2023 school year was our first year of what we called our new normal. I know I'm so tired of hearing that, aren't you? Our students, educators, families, and PTAs faced exceptional challenges in these past years, and now we look forwards towards a future for our children, our students, our families, our educators, our schools, our communities, and you, our PTAs. Our work has never been more important than it is today. But first, I have to thank a few people that are in this audience. If you are a school board member, a teacher, a school-related professional, or an educator in a school building, please stand up. And look around the room, because these people make a difference in the lives of our children each and every day. We cannot do this work without you, and that T in PTA really means something. Because see, in the past years, we saw food insecurity, unemployment, homelessness, free and reduced price lunch counts all rise. We saw families struggling in this new normal to gain back their losses. We saw youth mental health and wellness concerns grow exponentially. Yet through this all, New York State PTA and your PTAs, your SEPTAs, your councils, and you as PTA leaders, you stood ready to help because you supported kids and you raised awareness. PTA has never been more important than it is right now. Advocacy, family engagement, membership, programs, health and wellness, diversity, equity, and inclusion, education, communication, and most importantly, support for each of those 2.6 million school children, their families, our schools, and our educators. This is the work that we have been doing for 127 years here in New York. The work, yes, Billy, you can clap for that, my friends. This is the work that we must continue to do, and this is the work that will make a difference in the lives of all of our children. Though these past struggles, and through them, one thing has remained: our commitment, our dedication, our support of children, families, our schools, and communities. So let's talk about the last year, and are you ready for this list? You just hold your socks. To respond to the ever-changing educational and PTA landscape, we have, and I thank our teams and governance teams for putting together this fantastic information. We've created a new family engagement special committee. We've created a new mental health task force who launched its second mental health survey. For the first time since Foundation Aid was adopted in 2007, and after we had those early cuts, in the 2022, 2023, and 2023, 2024 school years, our schools will be fully funded. So let's give a round of applause for that. We held another successful virtual summit attended by more than 400 PTA members. Hundreds of those same members then went and met with federal and state legislators to raise the concerns of your voices on a number of important issues. We won a $125 million increase in pre-K. We won a $100 million increase for youth mental health support. We won continued environmental protections in both law and regulation for clean water in schools, and we helped move to a lead-free New York. We fought hard to end the sale of flavored tobacco and advocated for the expansion of tobacco and cannabis youth prevention. We testified for meaningful school-based policies on restorative practices and to reduce suspension of our students, especially our young Black men of color. We've expanded support for our SEPTAs with new workshops, webinars, training, and materials. We had dozens and dozens of successful leadership development webinars and workshops. We've launched a new leadership development award process with new leadership development badges and process that you can earn for your commitment to your professional development as a PTA leader. We focused on clarifying and standardizing our bylaws process. I know as Melissa thinks they're just so fantastic over there. Our bylaws process, and I know Pat Assertato does too, to support our units and councils because they are important and they are what governs our association. We support our units and councils, and our regions did amazing things in each of our 12 regions. They transformed to a true service-oriented model, calls and meetings and going to units, and I'm so proud of our regions and our region directors and their boards for doing that work. Yeah, give them a round of applause, they deserve that. We launched new resources on youth gambling prevention. We expanded our traffic safety program, Every Child Travels Safely. We expanded our health and wellness program, Every Child Healthy. We launched a new lunchology program. We've even played tennis and soccer online with families. In our Reflections Art program, we received 562 student submissions for the most amazing student artists you will ever meet. And you will meet one of them tonight at the banquet, and I don't want to give up the surprise. Hundreds of school districts across the state participated in the New York State PTA program, Pick a Reading Partner, and a new toolkit is soon to be launched, so I want to thank our Literacy Committee for doing that work right now. Continuing to support our teachers and educators with the Innovative Teacher Grant and fellowships and scholarships, as I've said, the TMPTA matters. Our Diversity Committee continues to expand DEI education, resources, materials, and the association continues to seek and recruit diverse leaders representative of our full student and community populations. We proudly translated for our units and schools any materials they needed on demand in nearly 80 languages. The New York State PTA Pride PTSA, the first statewide LGBTQIA+ chartered unit in the country, is now entering, yeah, they give that a hoot hoot right there. Is now into its second and third year of full implementation. I want to thank Stephanie Gill for her leadership. I believe she is in this room, as she is our exiting president, and wish Kim Blasiak, our incoming president, all of the best luck. Thank you for that work. We've created, as you've seen them, a special past presidents committee to honor our history and mission of our association, launching a new Invest in the Future fund, and really honoring our past presidents. I'm so proud that you are all here today. Thank you so much. We created a new Big Five advisory special committee with one member from Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, New York City, and Yonkers. We created a new field team task force to continue to support our units and councils. And most importantly and critically, and if you know me, I'm gonna cry, we sent 7,605 emails to the legislature on one issue. Guess what it was?
Meals.
School meals.
We
went, yeah. We went to DC time and time again and walked the halls in support of universal school meals. We lobbied the U.S. Department of Agriculture to feed our children. We won $135 million in new state dollars in April 2023 to expand school meals for all students. And on October 26th, I know that date by heart, we got an email saying that the U.S. Department of Agriculture changed their rules. And October 27th, now 81% of our children are eligible for free school meals in our... It's really pretty amazing. Yeah. So, I forgot to tell you, this was a participatory speech. Did I tell you this? And now, January 2024, 81% of our children have school-free meals. Who is a math teacher in here? Who up, Billy? How many, if we take 100 minus 81, we still have 19% of our children, right, that need our help. So I need you to stand up. Everybody stand up. And I want you to look around this room, because in January 2024, you all and New York State PTA will ensure that each and every one of our 2.6 million children will have access to a healthy school meal in their school building. That will be the work that we do together. Make that promise with me. Thank you. Representation is also critical in Albany, DC, and statewide. Wait till you hear this next list. You ready? That last one was pretty impressive. Wait to hear this one. We represented our association statewide on critical committees, task force, and commissions. And to the people from our governance team, our leaders, and our units who serve on these committees, the work that you do is so unbelievably critical for this association. And I know all of our executive committee, Helen, we all thank you so much. We serve as vice chair to the New York State Educational Conference Board. We serve as members of the New York State Blue Ribbon Commission on Graduation Measures. We are appointed to the Education Department's Performance-Based Learning and Assessment Network Task Force. We are members of the New York State Data Privacy Council. We are appointed to the Title I Committee for SED. We are appointed to the School Mental Health Privacy Council. As members of the state SED's Professional Standards and Practice Board for Teaching. As members of the New York State School Environmental Health Program. Appointed to the New York State Council on Children and Families Birth to 5 Task Force. As members of the Farm to School Coalition and the New York State Grown for Food for Schools Coalition. As members of the New York State Civic Readiness Task Force, the New York State Democracy Ready, New York State Coalition, the New York State Digital Equity Task Force, and we are appointed to the New York State Teacher of the Year Council. I could go on, but that list is impressive, and that is you. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Our board members and youth committee members continue to oppress us, and they are the lifeline of our association, our youth. They are bringing the voice and interest of all youth to the association's work. They have presented workshops on topics such as how to advocate for environmental issues and how to meaningfully incorporate youth members in your unit or region leadership. They actually assessed submissions for the Youth Humanitarian Award in memory of Stanley Marcus, and they represented New York State on the National PTA's Youth Engagement Committee. And for the first time ever, our youth members are members of the advocacy team and the resolutions committee sitting over here, so let's give them a round of applause. And they sit and they bring such an important voice to that team when we talk about advocacy and resolution. And last but certainly not least, as Renee and Kathleen so eloquently showed us in the last session, our membership grew. Our membership coordinator and marketing coordinator shared, we closed in 2022-2023 with 221,415 members, over our goal of 214,000. And the previous year, we were at 457,000. I'm not going to do that math because I have it written down. That means we grew last year 15,958 members in Voices for Children. That's pretty amazing. Okay, here we go. You ready? So where does that bring us? What's next? I am so thrilled and honored to share that New York State PTA has launched a visioning project. It's called New York State PTA, Their Future, Our Future. I am so honored that President Helen Hoffman has charged me with working with our governance team, our leaders, our members, on the future of New York State PTA. And now, another participatory part of this speech. You ready? You will all be a part of this process. You are members, you are councils, you are unit leaders, because we have to move this association and continue to move this association forward. If you will be a part of this process, please raise your hand. And I need you to believe with me. I truly believe in public education.
I truly believe in public education.
Listen, I truly believe that public education can grow children and families out of poverty. I believe we can support students with disabilities. I believe that we can support immigrant families. I believe that we can support our L students. I believe that public education can support our LGBTQIA+ students and families and educators. And I truly believe that public education can actually support each and every single one of our 2.6 million school children. If you're willing to believe with me, please stand up again. Let's go. And I know this work is hard, and this is tough, and this work is challenging. And look around this room. You're standing here thinking, ugh, she always asks so much. How can I go back to my members who are already so busy and already doing so much and say, I need you to do one more thing? But if not you, look around this room. If not you, then who is going to do this work? If not you, who can believe that we can make every child's potential reality? Who believes that we can support every family? Who can believe that we can support those 2.6 million children? Our work is never done. I need you to believe with me. I need you to walk out of those doors tomorrow morning and know that you, each and every one of you, have the chance to make a difference in the life of a child every single day. There are 365 days of the year, and I need you to believe with me. So look around the room. I want you to really look. Really look. None of us are the same. And as Billy said so eloquently, we all come from all walks of life. We are different races and ethnicities. We are different religions. We are different beliefs. And yes, Billy, we are different political parties, but I would love to think we were purple too. Different professions, different income levels, and all from different communities. But in these trying times, we are all standing here together. We are supporting kids, we are raising awareness, and we stand for each of our 2.6 million school children. I thank you for what you do in each and every day. Tomorrow when you walk out of here, I know you're going to believe with me. Thank you so much, Helen.
Thank you.
One voice.
This song's for everybody across the USA. If you want to see a change, hop on board this train and help us make a difference today. This song's for all the parents who believe in the PTA. All across this land, every woman and man, making our schools a better place.
Every child, one voice, across America, make some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place where walls fall down and dreams are made for our children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice.
This song's for all the teachers, the heroes who are underpaid. Your amazing devotion sets the wheels in motion in the minds of our children each day. This song is for the child whose back's against the wall. So bullies beware, we're gonna stop the nightmare and put an end to this once and for all.
Every child, one voice, across America, make some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place where walls fall down and dreams are made for our children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice. Every child deserves to succeed on a global stage. They will compete.
We can help them go the distance. Will you help us make a difference? Every child, one voice, across America, make some noise.
For the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place where walls fall down and dreams are made for our children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice.
Wow, what a year. So that was just a year in review of all the things that we've been doing together. It looked like a lot of fun. But at this point, I would like to thank Kyle and Patty for the great report. I so agree the future of PTA is strong.